Good morning. It is 9 o'clock, which means it is time for spilling the morning tea with V. This is kind of like the pre-time before we get into the actual time. Just dropped my good friend's son off at school. And we are on our way back to the house. So you get a preliminary. I'm hoping to build up some viewers too, to be perfectly honest. Good morning.
How are you?
We are in Brockton, Massachusetts today. I give you a little synopsis as to what my show is going to be about. Basically, I feel a little underwhelmed as to how much people, probably like 17, 18, up until about 29 or 30, seem to have no clue as to what the hell is going on in life these days. What's going on in the news? How does it affect you or not affect you? I hear ignorant things all the time being said, like, oh, what Trump does doesn't affect me. It surely does. Trust and believe. And I won't lie to you, I used to have that same attitude where I thought that as long as it didn't affect my day-to-day, it didn't have anything to do with me. But I think that as people, we need to realize that when we don't have the say to make changes, it puts us in a position of helplessness. And I think that translates into acting like we don't care. And I really think it's time that, especially as people of color, we start paying attention to what this government is doing to us, how they are ignoring us, how they neglect us. If you go to my show page on Facebook, there is a list of today's topics that we're going to be jumping into. And it's heavy, you know. I didn't start this show so that, I could talk about what's going on in the latest of entertainment news. My name is not Wendy Williams. And no disrespect, Wendy, out there doing her thing. But I don't care about celebrities' personal lives. That shit is boring. And it really doesn't affect my day-to-day. So, that being said, we may, from time to time, have light entertainment, celebrity updates, but quite honestly, only if celebrities are doing something outside of their celebrity to contribute to what's going on in the world. We've become a singular society, a society that really just cares about self first, family second, and I'm seeing a lot more day to day people not even supporting each other when they're family. So, we have a lot of issues and not a lot of time. So, the 5 major topics that I would like to talk about in this upcoming hour are heavy. And they're heavy for, like I said, they're heavy for a reason. It's time that we start caring about what's going on around us, in our towns, in our states, understanding our government and the politics behind it. That is extremely important, and a lot of people don't understand how our government structure is even set up. I don't even know if they're teaching that in high school anymore. We used to, when I was in high school, which was not that long ago, folks, but when I was in high school, we didn't have these bullshit classes like Common Core math and things that people can't even understand. You feel me? Like, we were taught repetitive math and, memorize this and do that. Nowadays, they're not even teaching kids. I mean, even further back before me, I remember my aunt and my mother talking about they used to teach them how to balance a checkbook in high school. There is no home economics. Who's teaching these kids to cook and clean if both parents are outside of the house working? Who's supervising their behavior? We're letting the internet and Google raise our kids, and that should scare y'all. That should scare y'all to the core. Have you been on the internet lately? Our teenagers have access to everything. We've got 15, 16-year-olds talking to their parents crazy, and what perpetuates this cycle is what you see in your mainstream television. You feel me? I watch a lot of TV programs. I watch a lot of documentaries, and I have to be honest with you, a lot of the script writing is crap because they push forth this image that it's perfectly acceptable for teenagers to talk back to their parents, to have way more sense of independence and individualism than they should. Teenagers are hormonal, and don't make, as parents, it's our job to guide our kids, maybe not control their behavior, but it's our job to guide them. If your teenagers aren't coming to you and asking you questions, you're doing something wrong. They should not be more comfortable going to their friends than going to you. And I don't have that problem. I make myself accessible to my children. So, that being said, I'm pulling up to the house right now. I'm about to switch devices, and we got to really get into these topics. Let's see what we got going on here. This is real life, folks. Yes, I'm an artist. Yes, I push music, but I live a very seriously basic life. I'm a mom. I do dishes. I wash laundry. And I already have a child who's taken over my computer. We're gonna have to shut that down, boo. I'm in the middle of my show. You want to see this?
No.
Anybody familiar with Agario? I'm certainly not. Okay, so we are back. Let me turn this around so you can see me. Ugh, technology. Seriously, technology? We're resuming. Hey, Scott. Alright, for some reason it's not letting me turn my camera around. I'm about to switch devices. I apologize for the technical difficulty. For some reason my phone is acting up. Give me a second. I'm going to switch devices real quick. Ay, ay. Well, maybe you can see me this way. About to go live again. I'm going to close this window because, of course, I do my show and all right, nothing wants to work for me today. Do you see what's happening to me? It's always something. It told me I needed Chrome in order to do this. Then I get Chrome and it's not working for me. I'll be right back, people.